Hey, what's going on? Listen generation, Robert Welkney here, where I'm going to help you build, grow, and boost your online network free and organically by listening to your audience and also listening to social media trends. Now, if you already have a YouTube channel or you started one not long ago, but you haven't noticed that it's been growing as you wanted it to as far as views and subscribers, well, that's why I'm making this video, to kind of get to the bare bones of things on setting up your YouTube channel, not only setting it up, but sort of optimizing it and tweaking it so that it's just all laid out there, perfect and juicy and moist and precious, ready for those views, ready for those subscribers. What I'm going to do is a walkthrough of how you should sort of have your channel set up, just kind of like the basics. This does not include how to make a video, thumbnails, tagging, things like that. This is just going to be all about setting up your YouTube channel, kind of the basics. Forget like the password and the name and all that. I'll assume that you already have that. This is like, think of it as like the cover to a menu. You want to have everything nice and pretty and laid out, so when you open it up, all the good stuff is inside. We're going to talk about the cover to your menu on this video. So let me get started. I've got my YouTube channel up here, queued up, Listen Generation. As you can see, only 65 subscribers right now, not a lot of views. This is brand new, so the information that I'm sharing with you guys is cultivated from my CoinOp TV gaming channel, which has over 116,000 subscribers. It's clocking in at over 95 million views overall. So this is information from that, and also from the YouTube playbook, and also basically all of the YouTube tips and advice that have come along the way. So first things first, we're going to talk about our YouTube channel icon. Let me get my mouse in place up here. Okay, so here is the YouTube channel icon. Now, back in the day, it used to be like this mysterious gray box if you didn't upload something, which meant sort of looked like a scarlet letter that signified that you were either super lazy, completely new, aka a noob. The default now is, I think it gives you like your first initial to your channel with like a little colored box, which is okay. It's a little bit better, but it still tells the world that you haven't uploaded an avatar. Now, the reason why you want a cool icon or avatar right here is because this shows up on comments and when you leave comments on other videos, and you just want to have like a nice branding overall. So I've got my little man and woman silhouette here that I created in as my avatar. So the way to change this or tweak this is when you hover over, you mouse over, you get this little pencil tool here, and so you click on that and it'll say, hey, edit channel icon. This may take a few minutes to show up. Don't get discouraged. They have it kind of set up a little weird where it's like linked to the Google Plus account, and you kind of upload it and it kind of uploads to your Google Plus, which you're gonna need a Google Plus also if you have a YouTube channel. So upload that. You want to make sure that it's square. I think pretty much all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, seem to have a square avatar icon, so making it square is sort of the way to go here. Now, if you already have a company, you might already have a logo that's square. You just want to make sure that if you put something in here, it's readable when it's really small, because this is kind of an average size, but when you're reading it on comments, or if you see places up here where that's a little smaller than normal, but on comments it's like half the size. So you want to make sure that whatever it is, it doesn't have like text. It's just like a bright, clear image that shows up. Okay, next we're going to talk about the channel art graphic, which is this here, this green box that says Listen Generation with some of the silhouette figures in here. Now again, you got to hover over this little pencil tool here, and then it'll open up a little menu. It says you can edit your links or your channel art. Again, same thing. Now, if you just leave the default, it's just kind of like this checkered box. YouTube also has some generic artwork like clouds and skies and things like that, like waterfalls that you can put in, and that's cool temporarily, but you're still going to look like you don't know what you're doing on your channel. People are going to come to it and just be like, oh gee, this person just set this up, and you might actually have a YouTube channel for months or years, and so you don't want to have that channel left behind there. So hover over with that. Now This is important to note. We're going to talk about the sizes in just a second. So YouTube is viewable on multiple platforms like the web browser, which I'm on now, across cell phones, smartphones, Android, iOS. It's also on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, tablets, Xbox, PlayStations. There's such a variety of places you can view YouTube channels, and this YouTube channel art has to be in a specific size and format so that it's easily cropped and fitted into the different displays on either desktop, mobile, and or TV. Now, YouTube actually provides a channel art template here. Here we go, looking at that. YouTube recommends the channel art be 2560 by 1440 pixels for best result on desktop, mobile, and or TV display. Things to keep in mind with the channel art, you can put, if you have a schedule, you can put like a schedule in here. If you have regular shows that you do, if you can put a description along here, maybe if you're doing comedy or music, parodies. I have a gaming channel. My gaming channel says like news, reviews, opinions. If you have a schedule, if you're like, hey, I stream live every Wednesday, you can put that in your channel art as well. Or if you know, just a short description. You don't want to make it too busy because it's going to be shrunken down in different formats for the the tablets or the iPhone or the Android. So keep it kind of simple. If you have a tech or beauty or fashion, comedy, music channel, you can sort of make sure you represent that vibe in here. I'm going for like the serious business person vibe on Listen Generation. On my gaming channel, it's a more colorful and the colors kind of pop out because it's like video games and it's kid-friendly, youth-friendly video games mostly on there. So you want to sort of check that out. If you don't have an idea on how to make graphics, Canva is a great website. Also, Fiverr is another site where you can actually hire people for inexpensively to help you out making a channel banner. Okay, so let's talk about a few things here. Featured video, This is an area that you can tell when somebody isn't experienced with YouTube. They don't have a video here in their featured video. Now, I believe you want to have a video here because if the YouTube default is it just shows like a feed on there and it doesn't actually show a video. If somebody's brand new to your channel and you're not a subscriber, here we go, we'll click on this for new visitors. This is what they're going to see right here. It's blown up a little bit. This is actually my channel trailer. I made a little introduction that was about 90 seconds. I think it was under 2 minutes. And this is my default here. You can see the little pencil tool pops up here. And that's how you can click on it and tell YouTube, hey, I want to change my trailer. Sometimes, they call it like the YouTube trailer. You can remove it. There's it says only show to people who aren't subscribed. And also here's the pencil tool here. So what I usually do is I keep these sort of in sync. I usually have my featured video be the same thing because I just assume if you're new to my channel, I want you to see my introductory video, which you should shoot and have that ready to go up first. If you haven't made one of those, make one of those, make it sort of short, concise. You can see there's a little bit of description in here as well that it pulls from the metadata. Okay, so that's featured video. Set that up right now if you don't already have that set up. Another thing to set up is playlists. These are things that aren't default on YouTube. When you set it up, you get like a blank channel icon, you get a blank channel graphic. This is not filled in here. So this is very YouTube 101 basics, just to kind of get the ball rolling in the right direction there, so that when somebody does come to your channel, if you tweet it out or Facebook or talk about it on your website and they come to your channel, things will look nice on here. So here is the playlist here. Now what you want to do is you want to try and group your videos into playlists. Now you can make an uploads playlist. I think that might actually be like a default. So this isn't actually shown on there, so I actually had to click the add a selection, which I'll show you in a second here. I had to click the add a selection to show my recent uploads. It'll show like the last 4 or 5. I've only got a few videos, so there's a space right there, but in my CoinUp TV channel, this is always full because I've got many videos on my playlist here. So here's the little pencil if you want to modify and tweak things. Let me go ahead and add a selection here. I'll show you guys. So we'll do add a selection, select content, and I should be able to go to the playlist here, single playlist. Okay, and I can change if I want it to be vertical, horizontal. I prefer the horizontal, going across there, than the vertical. The playlist here, find a playlist. So here we go, Instagram. And it shows you a little preview here. So if I hit done, boom. So now I've got my uploads playlist. Now, this does look blank because there's not a lot of videos on here, but now I've got my Instagram playlist. Now these are 2 videos that specifically talked about Instagram. If you're a musician and you have song videos, music videos versus your behind the scenes stuff, you may want to break that up into different playlists. And you can also reorganize your playlist here. Here's this arrow here. I can move my Instagram playlist above. I like to leave the uploads as the default because people don't scroll down a whole lot often on the web. So you want to keep that new, fresh, juicy content up there. Another thing you can do is if you want to tweak it, you can change it to be like your liked videos, your most popular videos, some subscriptions, recent activities. You can see there's a lot of options in here. Take advantage of that. I forget how many playlists you can have on here, how many sections. I think it might be about 6 or 7. That's enough, because once you start scrolling down more than a few seconds there, you're gonna lose people's attention, or they might not go down there in general. So okay, so let's move over to the About tab. This is another area that people forget to sort of set up and get going. You want to optimize your YouTube channel so that people can see it and get to it. So my description is actually pretty short. I got to fill this up a little more. Again, when you're setting up things and you're kind of new, you kind of forget. But here's a reminder so to come back. If you hover over, you get this pencil tool here. You can just type in anything you want in here. And YouTube, it works like a search engine. It'll see some of the keywords in here. I've got my phrase, build, grow, and boost your online network free and organically. Social media trends, and then I put in here, Listen Generation was founded and launched by me, Robert Welkner. Give a little bit of description in here, and you can put in your email, but definitely fill out this about box. Try not to make it sound spammy or weird, like, hey, I give away free stuff, or subscribe, and if I get 1 billion subscribers, I will buy a new car, something like that. Think about things that Google and YouTube may search and index and reference. Those are the kind of things you want to have in here. I'll probably fill this out a little more and add maybe some topics, like I cover Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Those are kind of like the social media outlets that I'm going to cover mostly on here. So in addition to that, you can put in a business inquiry email in there. In addition to that, you want to have some links. Now, the way the links work is you fill in a few links, and if you see up here, they actually show those links up on your banner. So the first link, I believe the first link should always be your call to action, which is probably going to be your website, your e-commerce site, or something like that. So you want to have your call to action be first because that shows it first, and it's also the biggest. And then the other 3 will show as just the smaller icons there. So I usually put like my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can just hover over, you get the pencil tool. It's pretty easy to figure out, how this works. Type in website, just put in your website there. Save that when you're done. You can add a bunch here. On my Coin Up TV channel, I have like my Spreadshirts t-shirt shop. I think I have Google Plus. I've got multiple things on there, but just a few things to have in there for starters. So make sure you fill out your About page. Okay, so something else here is featured channels. So again, if you click on this pencil icon, there's a little module that pops up here. And I just have my YouTube channel, my YouTube Coin Up TV channel featured right now. This is a great place where if you have some collaborators or friends, other channels that you want to sort of support or check out, you can add them in here. Just copy and paste in here if you'd like. So let's see. I wonder if you can search. I don't know. I don't think you can search in here. I was trying to just do a quick search. I think you actually got to copy and paste the URL. So go in there and find a channel that you want to add. Get a few of those up there. You can have this random or in order if you'd like. And then this feature channel will also show up on this channels tab here. Here's some of my subscriptions. You can tell it if you want to hide. There's Gary's channel there that I was trying to search for. So yeah, fill out the about page and the featured channels. Now this related channel thing, so you can see when I hover over it, it says disabled. You want to have this enabled, because what this does, or technically what YouTube tells you it does, is that if you have some related channels here, that your channel will also be featured back on other channels. Now, the bizarre thing here is these are my friends here, Skylander Boy and Girl, Blitzwinger. These are gaming channels. My browser knows that I search a lot of gaming channels, so it's kind of putting these here. But soon, it'll sort of start putting in some more social media and digital marketing channels in here. So keep that enabled as well. Okay, let's go to the back end. Now, there's the back end or the Creator Studio. You click on the upper right here on your icon, and then click on Creator Studio. And here you can sort of change your avatar as well. I feel like you should put in your country, United States. You know, this is easy enough to do, kind of just let you represent where you're from. Here's another thing that people might not know about is putting in some channel keywords. I put them in quotes, and you see I just put in like a handful: listen generation, social media tips, social media help, digital marketing, just a few keywords that I want to associate my YouTube channel with. If you want to monetize your content, make sure you click on the allow advertisers here. If you've got a website, which hopefully you do, you want to link up associate your website here. This will help also with SEO and search engine support. If you have your website attached to your YouTube channel, here you can sort of see if you want to have your channels, you want to have channel recommendations. This is what I was talking about before on the front end or not. Subscriber count, you know, even though my subscriber count is low, still show it off. You know, it's cool. I got pride from my my channel, even though this channel is brand new. If you go to my CoinUp TV channel right here, you'll see over 100K subscribers, so lots of stuff there. Now this isn't, you know, the end all. You know, if you do this, you're gonna get 1 million subscribers, 1 million views and stuff like that. This is just the basics. It's like setting the table, putting the placemat, the plate in the center, the fork and knives, the spoons on different sides. You just want to get things laid out so that it makes sense to your viewers, so they're not wasting their time just trying to figure where things are. And then also the other benefit is YouTube uses, if you have your channel optimized, it uses kind of these keywords and these related things to sort of figure, hey, you know, this person is you know, doing the right things. We're going to reward them by featuring their content a little more easier in the search engine and stuff like that. Of course, that's always, you know, big trick is, you know, getting your videos out there so that people can see. And then having things on a playlist is an advantage as well, because if somebody watches a video on a playlist, it'll carry over to the next video, stuff like that. So more things that I'm going to cover in future videos on this channel. If you guys are new to Listen Generation, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to build up my subscribers on here. This is brand new. It's fresh, hot off the presses. I also have a website, listengeneration.com. We got some articles and tips on there. We got the Facebook, we got the Twitter, we got lots of things. Please check those out as well. I think that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.